Hi guys, this is a tutorial on how to make a, just look for it really quick. Okay, this is a tutorial on how to make a X-based cuff. Okay, it's an X-based cuff. This just has a bunch of X's all in the middle. And the X-based cuff to an extended X-based cuff. I can't really turn this. Can't really, but that's all right here in the yellow. It's all right there. So it'll go from this to turn it into X-base to turn into extended X-base. And I don't know exactly how I'm going to do this, but woohoo, let's go anyways. So what you need are beads. Lots and lots and lots of beads. You will need string. A lot of string. You will need scissors and a good work area. The colors I'm using for my my X-base cuff is blue and green. Well, neon green. So anyways, what you need to do is cut a really long piece of string, like arm's length piece of string. Now once you get that cut, you're going to string on 30 beads, or an even amount of number, if you want to make like a UFO or stuff like that. But you're going to string on a connector bead, outer bead, connector bead, outer bead, all the way around. You're going to put 20 outer beads on and 10 connector beads. My connector beads are obviously green and my outer beads are blue. You can just string them all the way on. Make sure you end with a connector bead. Make sure you end with a connector bead, not a color bead, connector bead. So, anyways, now what we're going to do is take a single. Oh, before move on, you will have two ends coming out from your knot, but make sure you only cut off the really tiny one, not the really long one, because that is the one you will need. So, now, taking a bracelet with the string, you're going to string on outer bead, connector bead, outer bead, and then make sure it looks like it's coming out of the connector bead. Now you're going to string it through the next connector bead. So then it'll turn out to be like this. You're going to do it all the way around, and I will show you one more time. Outer bead, connector bead, outer bead. Oops. That was fabulous. So it'll be outer, connector, outer, and then string it through the very next connector bead. Skip the two outer beads, go to that one. And it should look like this all the way around. Okay, so you're going to string on your last outer bead, connector bead, outer bead. Now we're just going to string it through this connector bead right here, and then we're going to string through the blue bead, or this bead next to the connector bead, and we're going to string through your connector bead, very top. Make sure you pull really tight with everything. So now it should be coming out of this connector bead. Now you're going to string on again, outer bead, connector bead, outer bead, all around. I'm string it through the next connector bead. String it through the connector bead. And just string it all the way around again. Connector, outer, connector, outer. Okay. String on your last 3. Outer, connector, outer. And now we're going to just string it through our last connector bead, which would be right here. By the way, it should start to stand up by the second row. And after you get it strung through, I'm trying to look for, okay. After you get it strung through the, your connector bead, which would be right there, you're going to string it up through here and through that connector bead. Make sure you pull tight though. So, if this were to be an X base cuff, you would close it off by putting 2 of your outer beads on. Like, okay, so this is how you would close it. Take your 2 outer beads, and string it through your next connector bead. As you can start to see, there's the X right there. So that is how you make the X base cuff, and I will make a second part to this video to make a extended X base cuff. Hope you all enjoy. Toodles!